Appreciate it. Sup. Don't quite know. We kind of never really do a one rep max out, but I've done 315. I'm gonna say a couple times, more than a couple times. So it kind of calculated to a certain number, but we put a lot of work in this summer, just trying to get stronger. So that's one of my goals.
What was your reaction to seeing that list being so high?
It was an honor. A lot of work went into that. Especially someone like me, they say a lot of things is genetics. But I had to put a lot of work in to run as fast as I can, change directions, and be as strong as I am. So honored by that, really. But this game is about skill and technique. Athleticism is only going to get you too far. So that's really what I focus on, skill and technique. One sec.
Where are you better at? What did you learn from last year, kind of sitting behind those guys? Where are you maybe more ready to contribute from day one?
I learned a lot from Garrett last year, just seeing how he approached the game, and Chris more, just seeing how he approached the game. I was his roommate night before game, so seeing him how he watches film. And then Garrett, we talk about the routes that we run at X receiver. So just learned a lot from them. I feel like I'm definitely ready now to go out there and contribute.
With Jackson went from basically doing nothing as a true freshman to whatever the hell that was last year.
Right.
Do you take that as inspiration now that you're kind of in a similar position? But last year you didn't really get to do a whole lot. We've seen it with guys like Jamar Chase too, kind of go from nothing to all of a sudden they're breaking records. Do you
Right.
feel like that's something you're capable of doing?
Yeah, I have a lot of confidence in myself. I'm not really going to say break records or do anything like that, but I definitely think I can contribute to the team in a big way this year. I have a lot of confidence in myself. Let's leave it at that.
Marvin, you mentioned genetics.
He right here. He got it.
When you were being recruited, obviously there were a bunch of really good players in the class that were before you and at your position and after you. What was it about the way that Hartline recruited you that got you? Like, what does he do that makes him so successful at doing it over and over?
I think he just knows the game, and I think the kind of player I am, I really like to focus on techniques and skill sets and things like that. So just talking to him about routes and just he can tell me I can do this, and that. It really just stuck with me. He was coaching me, watching some of my high school reps, while I was at camps and during some of the games. So just always getting his feedback was very important for me, and it helped me make my decision for sure.
Who else was in the class before you, with you, or after you? Just
Nah.
personality, I guess he's looking for.
I mean, yeah, I think you come here to want to be the best, and in that case, you're going to be surrounded by some of the best receivers in the country too. So I think it all kind of works out. You get to learn from other people, but it wasn't really. There's too many people here. I mean, go somewhere else. I would never crossed my mind.
Marvin, at the beginning of the offseason, it was the video that went viral on Twitter. Then it was now it's the freaks list.
Yeah.
Are you kind of tired of the offseason stuff?
Ready. I got to make something happen this season now. That's what I'm talking about during the season. So that's what I'm focused on.
What for you, the offseason? Has it been kind of almost like a whirlwind for you, having all the attention on you as somebody who you have three career touchdowns.
Right.
All this attention on you. Like, have you kind of paid attention to that, or you try to put that to the side? How do you handle everything?
I mean, the attention's kind of always been there my whole life, really. Just know who I am. So I kind of get used to it, but it's definitely time to play football now and leave all the videos and stuff to rest.
Marvin, you mentioned genetics earlier. How much is your dad in your ear as far as giving you advice, things of that nature, and helping you become who you are?
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely still there. He talked to me a lot about just different routes, techniques to use. But he trusts Coach Hart. Like, he trusts Coach Hart a lot. Coach Hart knows what he's talking about. So Coach Hart has earned my dad's trust to kind of, coach me a little bit. So he kind of took a step back from high school, but he has confidence in me that, he knows I'm going to put in the work when no one's watching.
So it's past the point of like, all right, Dad, yeah, it's cool. Like,
No, I mean, I still definitely accept his coaching for sure. I mean, definitely can never, shy away from that. But he kind of let me roam a little bit now, a little different.
Did you hear the breaking news? You're now listed at 6'4" on the house, right? I told you this morning that I would make sure Jerry got you to 6'4". Have you heard that you're now not 6'3", but 6'4" as you should be on the road?
Right. Yes, I am 6'4" now. Well, I've kind of always been 6'4". It's just the way they calculate it. But yeah, I'm 6'4" for sure.
So finally Jerry got in on that, right?
Yeah, appreciate it. That's my guy right there.
Like, you look at the room, like, you're just like a different physical body type than everybody else in the room. Like, how is that an advantage for you as a wide receiver going up against cornerbacks, especially maybe in the red zone?
I don't really look at it as too much an advantage. I mean, I try to play to my strengths. Obviously I do have size that, probably most receivers in the country don't have. But definitely I just try to focus on my skills and techniques, really. I mean, he's a playmaker. That's one thing I would say for sure. I'll just get the ball in his hands. He's going to make something happen. You see, he's that kick return for a reason. He's that kind of player. I don't think there's nothing on the field that he can't do. So, I mean, he's going to be special for sure. Cam's probably one of the most mental tough person that I've ever encountered. So I know he's going to battle through any injuries, any setbacks, as he continues to do throughout his career. So he comes in with a smile on his face every day, always uplifting his teammates. So, I mean, he's a captain for a reason. I mean, he deserved it more than anybody. So we didn't get to vote on that, but if we did, he definitely would have my vote for sure.
Marvin, Coach Hartline was saying that you knew how to work when you got here. Why were you like that? Why did you have that in you?
Just, I don't know, work ethic I kind of always had. It's kind of one of those things I'm just kind of born with. Also just seeing my dad, and he's kind of preached work ethic to me. And seeing my mom, too. She works very hard. She probably doesn't even get much attention, really, but she's a very hard worker herself. Wakes up in the morning like 4:30, goes to work. She's a hard worker, too. So seeing my parents, really, and then trying to set an example for my younger brother, too. Gotta know he got to put in work, too. That's where I got it from.
Marvin, you were recently named as the second freakiest athlete in college football. What do you think when you see something like that?
It's an honor for sure. A lot of work has went into it for sure. I kind of spoken on it already, but it's definitely an honor. Athletic ability can only take you so far, though. This game is about skills and techniques, so that's kind of what I focus on.
Second?
I mean, I was honored to be on the list, really. I wasn't really trying to too focus on who's first. I don't even know who was first. I know Tyleek, my teammate, was on the team, and I can tell you one thing, there's definitely other people on this team that should have been on this list, too.
The workout we saw that was on Twitter, middle of the summer, whatever it was, you running down a ball.
Yes, sir.
Out of the judge machine and stuff. How often do you do stuff like that?
I kind of only did it that one day, honestly.
Why that day? What was the emphasis?
The people who were, through the Monarch machine was here, and we were just playing around with it. It's kind of like one drill we do.
Were you wowed by it when you watched it?
Yeah, for sure. That machine's crazy. We use it every day here. Oh, me? I mean, not really. Wasn't really too loud, but it was cool though. I think, like I said, we put in a lot of work behind Chris and Garrett. I know, like me, Mecca, Julian, we're all ready to step out. Even Xavier Johnson, Jaden Ballard, like the freshmen that came in, we put in a lot of work over this offseason. So we have a lot of confidence in ourselves going into the season.
There's so much confidence around this offense. There's no real chip on the shoulder from last season when you were number one in the country. How different is that going into a season when you are expected to be the best? Is that harder to deal with? What do you guys tell yourself?
Our expectations is to be the best. So we put the pressure on ourselves as well. So it's not really the outside noise doesn't bother us too much.
Marvin, do you know what the Ohio State single-season record for touchdown catches is?
I do not. 17. Who did that? That sounds doable. That sounds like a lot of touchdowns. I don't know who's going to do it. Someone's going to break it, but I don't know who did that, but amazing feat. Terry Glenn.
You had a lot of touchdowns in the Rose Bowl. Obviously, got a lot of people's attention. Do you think there is something as a receiver to scoring the ball?
Absolutely. We've had a lot of emphasis, especially scoring in the red zone. That's Coach Day's, one of his, go-tos, scoring, putting the ball in the end zone, can't settle for field goals. So we place a lot of pride on scoring in the red zone. So definitely, if I can contribute in that way, I sure will.
What does it take to be great in the red zone as a receiver? Is it your route? Is it your size? Is it your, point? Like,
Yeah, definitely think it's the ball skills. In the red zone, things get tight. So obviously having great quarterback play definitely helps us a lot. But in the red zone, you definitely have to come down with the tough catches. It's okay, you good.
I know this isn't necessarily a football question, but you mentioned earlier you probably don't get a lot of chance to talk about your mom. A lot of people know about your dad.
Hmm.
You said your mom's really hardworking. What can you share with us about her that she instilled in you?
She's gonna hate me for talking about her too, but I mean, she's been in the back, kind of, just with football. She tries not to, put herself out there too much. She focuses on school. She's always calling me about did I do my homework, and just focusing on my academics. So I love my mom to death though, but she's in the back, so I'm gonna keep it like that. Yeah, she gets up. She don't care. She want to have her own. That's just the kind of person she is. She works at a gym. She trains a lot of a women's gym, and then she's a doctor too. Jackson's very smooth and quick. His lateral change of directions, probably the best in the country. So it's kind of hard to do what he does. I can't really, mimic it too much, but I mean that's what makes him great for sure. I mean, definitely the last touchdown. I mean, I don't know too many people that's making that catch. Um, I was blessed to be kind of right in front of it. I ran the hitch while he ran the slot fade, so I kind of got a good angle of it, and that was just an amazing catch right there for sure.
Besides you and Jackson, who's ready to bust out from this receiving corps from your vantage point?
Everyone.
And why? Give me a couple names and why you think they're ready to do something big.
Just look at the whole receiver roster. They're all ready.
And why? Why are you saying that?
Because we put in a lot of work in the offseason, running routes, getting thrown with the quarterbacks, catching jugs. We just ready. We're ready.
Julian due? You know what I mean? Julian Fleming, is he due to have a decent year based on what he's
Yeah, he's putting in a lot of work. I mean, like everybody has. He's a special player. Probably one of the other athletic guys that should have been on the list for sure. He's ready. He's going to show out, though.
And how does Mecca impress you? How does Mecca impress you?
Like I said, he's a playmaker. He's going to make every play on the field possible, from blocking, running the football, catching the football, run after catch. He's going to make it happen.
Coach Day was telling us a story the other day, I guess, of Julian in one of the recent scrimmages, hurt his shoulder and came back in and got 2 touchdowns. Just wondering if you remembered that or were impressed by
Yeah, it happened early on in practice during the red zone period, and then we had the scrimmage afterwards, and he kind of fought through it, which he always does, and he had a big scrimmage for sure. That's just the kind of player he is, though.
Marvin, what's it like playing with CJ? And is there something that you guys know about him that nobody else can possibly know?
Playing with CJ is fun. He's going to give you a chance every time. A lot of quarterbacks, they might tuck in and run, but he's going to throw it up to his receivers, and he has trust in us. That's probably the best thing that I can say about CJ is he trusts us to make plays, and we definitely trust him. He's a leader on and off the field. Like, I think a lot of you guys don't know he's teaching people how to cook and things like that. So CJ's a great person to on and off the field to be around.
And just you were talking about your ball skills. Just how do you evaluate your ball skills right now, and how do you work them?
Everything. I'm trying to get better at everything. So there's room for improvement for my ball skills for sure. Just keep working on the jugs machines, throwing with CJ. You can't take live reps, getting the ball from an actual quarterback. That's probably the best way to improve your ball skills. But catching tennis balls, work with Coach Key. He's always having me with tennis balls during mid-practice, just working my ball skills like that.
And the tennis ball, why? Because it's light, you got to focus.
It's just hand-eye coordination. I mean, just, looking at the ball, looking it in, something small and a small object. So.
Marvin, thank you very much. You ought to see this.